Hello everyone, welcome to Nilanjana's exclusive English lessons, and today I am here to discuss the poem, actually the question answers of the poem, When Great Trees Fall. So this explanation is already there on the channel. I think that all of you must have already gone through the explanation. Today I'm here to discuss the extract based question. So the first one, when great trees fall, rocks on distant hills shudder, lions hunker down in tall grasses, and even elephants lumber after safety. This is the first extract of the poem. Question, how do people react to the fall of the great tree? They are deeply affected and experience a profound sense of loss. The next one, state three effects of the fall of great trees in the forest. When great trees fall, lions hunker down in tall grasses, rocks on faraway hills shudder, and even elephants move slowly for safety. While you're writing the answers, I repeat, try to use the keywords. Now, the keywords in the answers, you can see I have used the phrase hunker down. The phrase hunker down is already there in the poem. So, try to use the same word in your answer because the teacher, the examiner, will look for your keywords. Don't try to break down and write everything in your own words. Yes, you will paraphrase it, but try to use as much as possible keywords in your answers. Okay. Similarly, see, rocks on faraway hills shudder. Hills shudder is also given here. So I have used the same keyword. And elephants move slowly for safety. Next one, why do the rocks shudder? The rocks on the distant hills feel the vibration and the landscape trembles with fear. Why has the poet used the comparison of lion, elephants, and rocks? All the things mentioned above are associated with steadfastness and strength. Large rocks are heavy, while lions are supposed to be fearsome. Elephants are enormous and powerful. The poet means to say that when great trees fall, even the most powerful creatures are impacted. What does the metaphor great trees represent in the poem? The metaphor great trees represent strong, influential people who have been a source of support, wisdom, and shelter for others. Like trees, they provided stability and strength, and their absence creates a sense of loss. The second extract. I hope the first extract was helpful. If you think the question answers are giving you value and you can write these answers, you can also pause the video and write them down, learn them. Make sure, please do not hesitate to give a like, share, and also subscribe to this channel, because from the very beginning I have been trying to help you in my way how you can nail your exam, and I have been sharing the tips. So I hope you will do this much. Please do share and like the video, because that means a lot. Okay, when great trees fall in forest, the second extract, small things recoil into silence, their senses eroded beyond fear. How are the small creatures impacted? The small creatures recoil into total silence and are so shaken and shocked that they cannot feel anything at all except fear. What is the effect of the death of great souls on the air around us? When great people die, it leaves a vacuum in the lives of the bereaved. It appears as the air had been sucked out of a room and it becomes hard to breathe. The one who mourns the loss takes small, shallow breaths. They feel they are not really living, but only surviving. Those who are having a doubt with the word bereaved means somebody who's suffering the loss. Somebody who has lost a near and a dear one. So the person who is mourning is the bereaved. What is meant by hurtful clarity? This means that after the death of a loved one, become painfully aware that the world has changed forever and the things will never be the same. Identify the figure of speech in the line. We breathe briefly, our eyes briefly. This is an example of epistrophe. The repetition of the same word at the end of successive phrases is known as epistrophe. I think I've already discussed what is anaphora in one of my videos. Anaphora is a figure of speech where you have the same words at the beginning of a sentence. Epistrophe is just the opposite of that. The word briefly you can see is coming, uh, is like being repeated twice in the successive sentences. So such figures of speech are called epistrophe. How does mourning sharpen our memory? We remember the moments spent with our loved ones. The memory gnaws on missed opportunities. We remember about all the things we should have said to and the time we should have spent with the deceased. Great souls die, and our reality bound to them takes leave of us. What is meant by reality bound to them takes leave of us? The loss of the great soul changes a person's reality. The reality earlier was connected to the great souls. Now, after their death, the world changes, turning everything upside down. How do the souls provide nourishment? Great souls should support and nourish those around us. Okay, this is great soul. So that word somewhere, I think it got deleted. When they die, the people who are left behind are robbed of the nourishment which the great souls provided. They feel the souls are starving and have shrunken. How do the souls impact our minds? People lose their minds, which were formed and informed by the influence of those they have lost. Our mind is comprised of ideas and opinions which were inspired by the great souls. With their death, our mind becomes blank. Why does the poet compare the feelings with dark, cold caves? The despair felt by the mourners are similar to that of a dark, cold cave. This feeling is unutterable. It comes with loneliness and no warmth or affection. Why did Maya Angelou write this poem? Maya Angelou wrote this poem in response to the death of her friend James Baldwin. She has used the metaphor of the fall of great trees to compare the loss of great souls such as Baldwin. The last extract. Spaces fill with a kind of soothing electric vibration. Our senses restored, never to be the same, whisper to us. What is meant by electric vibration? This suggests that there exists a comforting feeling, a new spark of something coming to life. This happens when a period of healing follows the mourning period. How do our senses get restored? The speaker says that feelings of fear and despair do not last forever. Our senses slowly come back. This allows people to think, feel, and perceive the world again, although the perception will never be the same again. Why does the poet use the phrase they existed? This means that death does not change the fact that these people lived and shed their radiance all around them. Their existence will continue to inspire the people. How do you find the poem inspirational? The poem teaches us that death is inevitable. We should accept the loss and slowly heal our wounds. Time changes everything. However, after the death of great souls, we will continue to lead our life impacted by the influence the great souls had on us. So, these four extracts, more or less, have covered the entire poem. If you have any doubts, you can definitely write to me. And those who are looking for the explanation of this poem, here is the link. I'm going to share it in the description box. So just go and listen to this, explanation, because I've covered everything word to word and line by line. Okay, so with that, I think let's end this video today, and I'm going to come back again. And I hope all of you are studying hard. Most of the schools will be starting their prelims very soon. The semesters are over, and all of you are really geared up for your board exams, right? And I'm sure all of you are going to do really, really well. Never lose the hope, right? Because even if you have not scored good in your last exam, trust me, even if you study nicely for 2 months, with lot of hard work, effort, commitment, and with that spirit, if you continue with your studies, even 2 months are enough. I'm telling you for my experience. So have trust on me, keep following my channel, And that's all for today. All the best for your studies, for your upcoming exams. And thank you so much for watching the video.